Yesterday, June 8th, the sun entered Gate 45, the gate of gathering together. This gate is located at the throat center and is all about the ability to gather resources to take care of your tribe through equal distribution of these resources. Gate 45 has a strong, dominant leadership quality, and if you have this gate defined in your chart, the gift of this energy is a willingness to use these naturally commanding qualities for the equal, balanced enhancement of those who are in your sphere of influence. This gate can also be called the gate of king and queens because it's a gate that historically has been in the charts of rulers throughout the ages. Many government leaders have this gate defined, colored in, including the current President of the United States. Of course, the ability to use the gift of Gate 45 as a commander varies from leader to leader. This brings me to the shadow side of Gate 45, which is the fear that you will not have what you need in order to take care of yourself and others, and sometimes as a result, blaming others or circumstances for the predicament that fear brings about. It also can be using your ability to control or dominate in a way that causes those in your sphere of influence to lose their access to resources. This gate is open or white in my chart, but I have many people in my inner circle who have this gate defined or colored in. I've talked to them about their thoughts around resources, specifically money, and most of them have told me about times of feast or famine, times where they had plenty of money to take care of the needs of themselves and their family, and times where they had next to nothing, wondering where the next resource would come from. Some have shared their temptation to throw a pity party, to blame everyone around them, and the urge to use their power to push people into giving them what they need. But from my observations, each one of them is living more through the gifts of Gate 45, possessing a sometimes deeply hidden belief that they will be cared for. There is a steadfast quality of royal dignity that pervades each of them. Remember that openness in your chart is the place where you can have the strongest possibility of being conditioned or affected by what you were taught through your families of origin, belief systems, or the world at large. So if this gate is open in your chart, this is a good week to consider your relationship to money and resources. Do you have a fear around the ability to have all that you need? Are these fears part of who you are, or have you picked up the fear from your upbringing or the people around you? The fear around money, specifically the ability to make money, is, in my opinion, one of the biggest fears most of us share, no matter if this gate is defined or open in your chart. The way we deal with that fear is up to each of us. Here's an exercise for you to consider, whether Gate 45 is open or defined. Take some time this week to sit in reflection or meditation. Can you sit with the uncomfortable fear of lack? If after sitting with it you are still uncomfortable, write down your fears around money, then question those fears. Are they real? Are they true? Additionally, I have found the work of Byron Katie to be enormously helpful in questioning my fears. And the work around Byron Katie is at thework.com. See if through stillness you can access the true constant flow of presence and security, feeling and knowing that you will always be cared for. And then there's a quote here. Simplicity. Less stuff, less work, less expense equals more money, more time, more joy. Less equals more, and that's off of simplicity.com. A side note here, Ra Uru Hu, the founder of Human Design, predicted a major shift in 2027 that would change not only the energetic makeup of the human body, but also the way the world views power and dominance over resources. I believe this is one of the reasons why so many people right now feel out of place in a world that values money and wealth over well-being and equality. Gate 45 is evolving, and we are in the midst of a great change. Through working with the energy of this gate, we can help usher in a new way of being human. May you discover abundance through stillness.